Sanbonan, welcome back. Lesoul and John Biz.
I'm good.
Long
Thanks
time.
otherwise.
Biz. Long time.
A very long time, yo. Thabo. Yeah.
First,
COVID.
I get COVID, but long time. Like where we come from, long time.
Yeah.
Like seriously, long time.
It's definitely been a long time.
So I wanted to ask this
Yeah.
for a long time. But
Yeah.
in terms of it's safe.
Yeah, what a question. Usually people beat around the bush before they ask me this question.
I had to get out the way.
They feel like there's a level of discomfort or there's a level of, confidence that comes with it, where umunda was kuluma asho nje clearly what the story is. But yeah, your girlfriends are safe, yo. If they want to be safe, they're safe.
I safe a bit.
If they want to be safe, they're safe. Yeah.
I'm tired. There's too many comments going around. Now Lesoul wearing a tracksuit next to
No, it's all love. I love it.
It's
I
all
love
love. What?
It's definitely all love.
I know a lot of
On a
dudes who are
certain-
worried.
No, they are safe, very safe. I
Final
don't break happy
statement.
families. I don't break happy families. No, I don't. Yeah.
Because from the last time, so yeah. I was also wondering, I'm like, okay, that's in between.
You definitely know me. I think that no one's ever dug deep enough to find out Uti.
Yeah.
I'm a very spiritual person, and I feel like I connect with that more than anything. That for me comes top priority. And being able to accept that first just shows Uti. Also intellectually, you're progressed. You're way beyond the norm or conformity or any other expectation. You're just doing you.
So is that how you're moving for 2021? Because things are a bit different now, let's say.
Things are different.
So,
I think we all move different every year. Because there are resolutions.
yeah.
There are just things that you look at right at the end of the year when you reflect and introspect and shoot, I promised myself by this time I would have gotten this, by this time I would have done that, and you want to kind of sort of restructure your whole brand, your whole identity, if not a business, all with the intention to grow, so this year I'm moving with authenticity, I'm moving with honesty, and just I'm associating myself with people who are truly talented. I'm drawn to true skill. I'm really drawn, and you'll find me in circles with people whom you might not even know, but I believe in what they have to offer. So that's how I'm moving this year. It's either you are really talented or you're wasting my time.
Yo, that's rough. Oh.
Yeah.
2020 wasn't the best, so I thought people were giving people more opportunities. What's about to
Yeah.
I know, from my side.
Yeah.
2020 wasn't what I expected at all.
Yeah.
At all. No, I don't care what anybody said.
Yeah.
At all. No, you could never plan for Lendenza again.
Yeah, I think it was exactly how it was meant to be.
How?
2020 was there for lessons. I think that we're so used to having things go our way. When the world takes a turn at us, we feel like we've been hammered,
Yeah.
Whereas that's not the case. Some countries have it far worse. Some countries have to go through the worst situations. But dakama bom labekon. We're dealing with a pandemic. Obviously, it has to deal with permanent separation, which is death, and that's hard. You can never get over permanent separation. But over and above that, what lessons are we picking up? Because I feel like every day presents a new one, So 2020 was exactly how it was meant to be. And for me, it came with more blessings than any other year.
Serious?
One of knowing myself and identifying with exactly what I want to attract in my brand, and others of being associated with brands that I've always wanted to work with and just shied away from them because I thought maybe I needed to be, commercially hyped. But the lessons that I took from last year was that it's okay for me to build my archive. A very powerful one, build a very strong foundation, because when you build that, all that commercial hype, all of that doesn't matter. It's going to happen inevitably, but when you build a strong foundation and a strong archive, uma kufika anyone out of the country or any opportunity, or when they speak of women who are truly great or truly talented, I will be the first point of reference because I've taken time to understand who Tiyine represents, and put in the work, we craft, and it's just that for me. Like 2020 was great for me.
So you're putting in the hours, you 10,000 hours.
Putting in the hours.
10,000 hours for mastery.
Yeah, and also not just, that, because sometimes we feel like, self-pity. Some people are up working and we're just sleeping. It's okay to rest. I'm a huge fan of rest. It's okay to rest when you feel like there's nothing to be productive for. You know what I mean? Just sleep. Just sleep. If you feel like that's the amount of rest you need to wake up the following day and be productive, sleep. Sleep 3 days in a row. It's okay. You have to forgive yourself for the days where you're not extremely productive as fun too. So I think we're just so used to having things go our way that when the littlest things or the impactful things, because this is what has been happening. This year has been impactful. The last year was impactful. When impactful things that are not so generous to our pockets, to our lifestyle, or that don't correlate with what we've done all along happen, we feel like we've been hammered. We feel like the Lord's not on our side. We feel like our faith's being tested.
Yeah.
That's just how it is for me.
I did feel like we've been tested. I did. Like, sir, for the longest time, I was like, what did we do?
Yeah. I think I was like that at the beginning as well.
Yeah, like that aggressive lockdown, first and foremost. The first one, the level 5 out of nowhere. I'm like, serious twins, like staying in your house.
Yeah.
For about like a good 2 months, 3 months.
Yeah.
Just you're not doing anything.
Yeah.
Then you start seeing a bit of light, and then another few guys, Western Cape are the yeah. The Western Cape was causing a lot of trouble.
I wanted to be there at some point, I know.
Why?
Just for a day.
Those guys are not listening.
To see people, because we live this life, and every weekend you're anticipating a different type of crowd, and you're just looking forward to seeing abantu in their numbers, whether it's people you know or people you don't know. But I mean, at some point, like level 5, it hit me very hard. So I was just like, what actually, now?
Thinking as you'd like to actually be in the Western Cape, because first time I met you, I was like, hey, bunny, hearing this raspy voice, I'm like, but not really. Then you open your mouth, I'm like, okay, this is not making sense.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sense coming out of her mouth.
Yeah.
But imagine, how can I explain this from the first time I met you? Like, if I were to tell the story, it was, in Movehiphop, it just started out.
Yeah.
We were trying to get the inserts into some way, Kaka's FM. You're still rolling with Mario.
Yes, my boy, Mario.
Yeah, that was a Monday. Shout out, Mario. So, we shoot our idea. Mario's like, okay, cool. And Lesoul's like, cool, let's try it out. Then I meet Lesoul. I'm like, what? Okay, Lesoul is rocking a cap, shorts. Some of the days I'm jeans. Some of the days like track pants.
Always.
Like you are not affected by much, and you're always smiling. And then that's also it's good, but it's also worrying. Like I don't care in the moon bit.
Yeah, I have a lot of problems. Yeah, I have problems beyond my control. I just think that, and I'm trying to find the words to lay this right, because I mean, I stand to be corrected, but both our victories and our defeats are marks that are left on us based on how we treat situations, Yeah. Like, I have hardships. I've gone through stuff. But the mere fact that I've woken up the following day or even picked myself up 5, 6, 7 times differentiates me from the next person, because people are very easily affected by situations. It's like, but why the Lord doing this to me? Why me, Lord?
You got to play the victim bit, so you got to feel the feelings a little bit.
But victims don't really go far, At some point, you need to sit back and account for your role in the situation. Yeah, you might be going through stuff, but what did you contribute towards that happening to you? Sometimes, yes, you're literally just in the dark, you don't even know what's happening, what just hit you. But most of the times, things that we do happen in reverse to us, you know, and then we choose what mark we want to leave, you know. Either we leave a mark of defeat, why talented, hey, why muhle kanjani, actor, you know, or you want to be that person who's going to fight, you know, forever. So I'm a fighter.
You're just gonna keep fighting.
I'm a laugh my A off, even 0.0 minus 0 on my account, because I don't even know, even if I didn't know where my meal was going to come, you know, I used to just smile away, you know. There's no point frowning. I need solutions.
I hear what you're saying. You need solutions because I've seen a lot right now. A lot of people like empathizing.
Yeah.
With the hard times, which is good, yes.
Of course.
Because sometimes it becomes like you wallow it. No, it's just a pity party. Then sometimes you need those people who are just like water off a duck's back.
Yeah.
Like, let's just keep it pushing.
Yeah.
I don't know how. We'll find a way. Is that your style? Is that because that's what I got. I'm like, Lesoul, literally every time I saw you were smiling. You had a joke.
I read something recently, Epaluti. Sobona Kona is the most underrated manifestation, faithful quote that shows resilience, persistence, you know, because most is Sobona Kona, it's like, against all odds, I don't know what the world's going to throw at me, but ngizobona phambili. You know, that's the type of mentality that I've always had. Because I don't come from a background rich, you know. I don't come from a background yabantu abanemal, you know. But I've always just taught myself, ukuthi, the most important thing is your plan B. What just happened doesn't matter. What are you going to do about it?
And in this case, 2021, plan B, C, D, all the way to Z.
Nah.
Yeah. I was actually looking, I'm like, hey, I need to get like hand skills.
Yeah.
Like I need to become like a carpenter or something. Those are the only guys who can't go hungry. See the guys who are using hands.
Right now.
Like, they can't go hungry. It's impossible for them to go hungry.
That's very true.
Like, and actually, I'll talk about the style in a way. Because I've seen you change the style.
Yeah.
Like, drastically.
Yeah.
But then also, I see Lesoul in it. Because you're having fun. Yeah. You're having fun with it.
Yeah.
If it's not tracksuits, it's a suit.
Yeah.
Standard pants. Very logo.
Standard.
Ever since.
Someone asked me if I can go in logo. I'm yini logo.
But it's easy.
Plus I work out, so I don't have a problem in that department.
Who's in charge of the style?
It's definitely me.
Whose jacket is that?
It's mine.
Yeah, but who is it? C2 always?
No, this is Zara. This is a desired piece, local brand. The pants I'm wearing is sold by a local guy, Umpilo, my bro. The sneakers are Adidas. It's just keep it simple, keep it nice, but make sure you're comfortable, you know. And that's the only way you can exude confidence, you know, when you're comfortable in what you're wearing. I've worn heels. I've had the best of all worlds, you know. I've worn heels. I wash. I kapeza mina. Hey, ngangaqhebeza mina serious kabi. Bakhathaza kabi ngesiqephe. Hey, ngiyakuchazela mase ngigqoka isiqephe manje ningaphalaza kabi. I'm telling you. But that's the thing. I've lived all ngangashaya ikhavela mina ithakini akajo ibande. Uyabona skinny jean. Uyabona ngisishaya futhi ne-shirt. Uyabona. But that was a certain phase in my life. But I like how we become. You know when you're becoming, you change kancane kancane. You can still identify elements of yourself, but you change, you evolve. But this is definitely my comfort zone. This is definitely where I am, where I plan to be. I don't want you to be shocked next year if I start opening a clothing brand and it's a unisex or clothing brand, it's genderless clothing. I don't want you to be shocked, you know. I want it to be something in Pilayo, and I'm happy with how I present myself right now. How you see me is exactly how you'll experience me. Laid back, a bit of both, a bit professional. Yeah, so I have a site that will show you it's okay sharp. You see, but at the same time, I like my fun. I'm an artist, so I want to be represented kahle. I can pull up anywhere, any event, and I'll dress like myself, but still stick to the code. Yako or ifunayo, you know. So it's definitely how you'll definitely experience me.
Okay, because personally for me it's the sneakers.
Yeah.
I won't lie. The sneakers, I was like, whew.
That's why I'm broke.
I was like, okay, no, I can see the sweats, but the sneakers are always different.
Yeah.
Like, first, like the Balenciaga red ones. I was like, okay, it's nice. I see you, Lesoul.
Yeah.
And then you didn't stop. You just kept going. And the next one. And the next one.
And
so,
the next.
was that always in the plan now? The sneakers, or because the style is you, but I never saw it coming. That's my thing. I was like,
Yeah. No, I knew nganayo. No, I'm just being honest. Yeah, I knew nganayo. So I wore what I could wear when I could wear it. You know what I mean? So I'm a sentiment of vumelisimo and work towards being a greater person. You know what I mean? Understand the vision in the head and work towards it. I couldn't put myself under pressure. Ngishaya Balenciaga, i-tax bracket yami kodwa ithi nje ngimele ngigabe ngisase cotton on njengamanje ngibheka iteku elinone futhi right uyayibona le nto le noma ngiyela ka MRP unezinto ezi-right kabi uyabona
shit, I'm a doctor.
Exactly
They'll set you up for life, those guys.
For life, you know what I mean?
So you try to Balenciaga if you
Exactly.
without the name though.
Without the name.
Shut up, Numzan.
I'm telling you, Zara, Cotton On, H&M, I still wear those brands. You know what I mean? Because I still see myself in them. But when it comes to sneakers, I like being exclusive. I like having the nicest sneaker, you know. I like having it first as well. If I could have all the sneakers, I'd have them all. But get black off wears sneaker, you know.
Nah, she has a lap. She has a lap. You signed to Solistic, so we going there. We need to talk about that.
Yeah, I knew.
So now it's in your on ever since Solistic and the signature.
No, I think I've worked hard, you know, even before the signing.
Yeah.
I've worked hard. We've only been into the signing for a year, or almost a year now. Next year around May will mark the first year
Feeling the difference?
brand. You know, I want to be honest with you with that because my team is a dope team, right? It's so good just from a bird's eye view, just watching them, you know, putting a pound of flesh each just to make my overall vision work. And you can tell when people are doing far more than they're expected to do to make things work for you. So I'm very grateful to have people who understand me. It's only sticky as I makeup. Ulelo will tell you, don't put makeup on her. She will fight for me on set. No, just put a little bit of foundation, that's fine. It's essential and for lighting. Cool, she's done. That's enough, you know. I got Dwebi Shia against this because I'm all about natural stuff. And if you remember me, even before I used to wear weaves, but I'm done with that, you know. I've fallen in love with myself, you know. I want to present myself as I am, and this is all I have to offer, and whether you like it or not, but people will respond when you are really clear, you know, with your intentions and what you represent. So I think it's holistic young understander, and it's so good to have people understand you before you even say anything. This doesn't align with the soul. No, this brand is cool. This is her, you know. Oh, this is nice. She can actually tap into that, you know. So I'm just having a great time witnessing people support what I've always worked and fought for a long time. Obviously, there's COVID right now, so there's not much to do, but we know where we're trying to go. And it's not a thing of I want them to work. No, I want to put in the work as well. But I know it's a process, and not rushing anything.
You've been putting in the work, because I was looking at, like, right now you have Amabele.
Yeah.
It's doing amazing.
Thank you.
There's music even before Amabele, which was already amazing.
Thank you.
And I've always thought, like, was it because we're Solistic that Amabele is doing so well? Or is it people finally catching on it as in, actually, Lesoul Twim, and now she should be receiving what's hers for all the work she's done? Because it could go both ways. Like, people could say, I'm going to sign up like coffee. Things are working out, which I don't think is fair. What do you think? Like, from when you assess it, like, is it the right time and the right things are happening to make sure we see stuff like Amabele, your latest track, is doing so well?
A lot of people actually come to me and say, of all the DJs we know, Abes Fazane especially, we know you are the chosen one. I don't understand that, but I understand one thing. I've wanted to evolve as an artist for so long, you know, and I think the result of that, because I've wanted to evolve. I've played around with so many different sounds. I've wanted to evolve. I've wanted to change. I wanted to be better. You know, every year, every time I felt like konting asebenzi ngekho right, I wanted to change. I wanted to make it better. But what I didn't understand was I was still in my comfort zone. You know, I didn't know if I was willing to let go of any form of what I knew then.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't know if I was willing to become this person, engamaz nami, you know, whom will receive more than I was receiving at the time, because that person would understand what they have to offer and what people would listen to. You know, people will listen regardless if the product is right. So I think Amabele ngwalethela idlozi lami. You know, that song.
Oh, you should listen geese.
My ancestors brought me that.
Yeah.
My ancestors gave me Amabele, you know. Amabele, it was 3 a.m. and uyazi mangabe ukhuleka, mangabe ukhanyisa isibani, ukhanyisa amakhandlela, ushingisa impepho. Abantu abadala bakufikela ebusuku ngabo 3, you know. So around 3ish, scrolling on Twitter, and my boy Vertic from Deep Narratives is playing this 30 to 40 second snippet. Caption don't know where I'm gonna go with this, you know. And I'm like, yo, I hear something lap. Tumela manji file. Straight away, he sends me the file. Me tumeli file, I work on the file. But I always wanna hear, like, you know, like in a second opinion. I want a third ear, a fourth ear, yeah, but someone who knows better than I do.
Yeah. And
especially with mixing and mastering. So after I finished what I finished, I sent it to Umbuso. Umbuso just did magic on it. Umbuso is black rhythm. And I felt his personality, this is exactly where it was supposed to be, you know? And I was struggling to figure out after this, you know? After I sent him the file. Isiphuma ku-Vertic with Deep Narratives, Vertic no Lelzin, isiya kumbuso. And Umbuso, while a arranger, a mixer, a masterisha, bam, TNS hears it from another room at Westville with Distraction Boys at the house, the crib. He's like, there's no way I'm staying off this track. I can't stay out of this track. I'm recording now. He records, you know, and
so the collaborations had just happened.
It just happened, you know. And TNS sings about every other thing, but for him to actively speak about, because the song is incomplete. The vocals that are looped on the song right now are vocals that we decided to loop because we wanted to tell the story on the EP. So ingoma ithi thina kwaZulu siphuza umqombothi wamabele. Ulime esigodini amabele nomthombo. Umthombo amabele. The grain we use to make utshwala bezulu.
Yeah.
So that has a continuation, you know? And now more than ever, because I'm so connected to my ancestors. Uyimanje ngifastile ngibambe ibhande. Ngilibambe nabo ngihamba nabo yonke indawo bala. I always say funky spirits will always lay on my shoulders. You know, I feel them. I know when I'm not alone, you know. So I knew that song might not be a radio song because I never make a song for radio. You know, some people kill the craft. They kill all the creativity that they might put in a song because their direction is, I want to be playlisted. Just make music. Just make it nice. Don't make it specifically for the playlist. Just make us good music and we will respond. The world will respond. So Amabele zenzakale khona, and started getting playlisted, started getting plays, and people whom I've never even in my wildest dreams thought would play the songs just started jamming to the song, you know? The song I was planning to release will drop on the EP. But it wasn't Amabele, you know. So it just happened. Zakes heard the song, Waisa Studio Nombuso, took it, tested it. Waidala, I posted, people started asking, people started wanting the song. From Zakes, Ulo gets a hold of the song through Deep Narratives. Ulo starts playing it. Next thing, Black Coffee. I remember I was on my knees and got the response from deep in the city. A week into releasing Amabele, people are singing it word for word.
Yeah.
I was on my knees crying like a little bee.
Yeah.
But I understand, you know. I understand, Uguti, there's something in the song, on the song, that I might not know, I might not hear, but abanye abantu bayizwa, because it's tribal, and tribal was outdated, you know.
But
nobody was playing tribal.
Yeah, it was outdated, but it's the reason why tribal always works is because it's touching somewhere. Where I don't know what, but it is. Yeah, like I love hip hop.
Yeah.
But I'll hear tribal and Amabele mengizwa.
I know what's in Mariah Hill. What's Pine Town Hillcrest.
What peshe? That's the nickname you gave me. Every time you're like, oh, it's what peshe.
Yeah, it's what peshe.
I was like, this girl though. But yeah, seriously, like Amabele, tribal music. There's always something it touches. I don't know what. It's BPM or it's the beat or the sounds or there's always something it touches. And Amabele, it's doing that same thing. And that's why it's connecting so much with a lot of people. Like every day I always see like some form of screenshot or like some story always passing on. I'm like, yo, people are still vibes to this thing. And that's still good because that means
they're gonna vibe to visuals.
Yeah,
they're gonna vibe to visuals now.
Serious.
I take my time. I think even with the song, people pressurized me for about 3 months before Nikisha Lengomale. I was just like, I'm not dropping it. It doesn't feel like the right time, you know? Visuals are gonna come out. And I know I said, I'll drop them in January. But sometimes I just sit back and I'm like, yeah, I know I have an appointment with you, but wait, it's worth the wait. You know? You can wait. Yeah, you're not going to die. You know? Just wait. What I have to give you will be worth your while. You know? So the visuals will be out, but the vision is to have a visual EP. You know, rather than just an EP for every track. The story is whole.
So you're gonna do all of this for an EP?
Amabele is the end of the story, which is the funny part.
So now you're gonna tell the story backwards?
Tell the story way backwards.
Okay, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Yeah, with your gear,
999. What an in camera like something.
Don't worry, we'll hook you up with the money. Just saying. We'll hook you up with the money. I don't know who I'll talk to, but you know?
Yeah, the money. Yeah.
But it's gonna be fun though, because with your ear, like you have a lot of different sounds you go through. Even with low-key.
Yes.
Hip hop, my stuff. You introduced me to low-key.
Yeah.
And you're like, low-key's driving me. I'm like,
yeah.
Yeah, listen to this. Hey, this is the guy who drives for me. Like, yeah, we are rap. I'm like,
bruh, volunteered.
Cool. Yeah, I was like, okay, cool. Listen to low-key. Look at now, low-key's in the Skanda doing his thing. Golden Black. You're like, hey, quite a fun massacre. It's amazing thing to for me. Been thinking about it all day. Took over. Junior jumped on it. Manje.
Hey.
So you've always had an ear for music.
For good
I really
music.
think so. Yeah, I really think so. You always had an ear, and something like Amabele wouldn't make sense. It doesn't just fall in someone's lap unless they don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
So if we're talking about spirituality, they will never give you something you can't handle.
Yeah.
So you thought, let's bless her with Amabele.
Yeah. No, I like that blessing. They must give me more. Yeah, no, I think it's just being committed to authentic people. I knew way back Utu Loki was going to be a big deal. He isn't now.
How'd you know?
But I knew it, and it's going to happen. I still know that Golden Black still have something really special to offer. I still believe it. Though I think the boys could have relaxed a bit. They're my boys. They'll know. They'll understand. I'm very honest. They could have relaxed a bit with being all over. You know, there's something about protecting your energy that is very vital and important. Yeah. When you're going to go out, usuyaziwa, usudumile, protect that, because fame is a wave. And that's what I was saying about commercial hype. If your archive isn't strong, and the archive is not just a skills and talent thing, it's a mental thing. Okay, they'll see me, but I don't want to see you every day at the club.
Shouldn't be accessible.
You can't be accessible. When you give people too much access, you hold no room for surprises, and you hold no room for anticipation. So when they know you and they already know you're going to be here, then it's fine. It's whatever. It's now last week, you know. So I think the boys are learning because they have great music, and I think this year might be the year for them, because now they're back in studio. Now they are really back in studio. Yeah, but when I look at them, you know, from a distance, I'm that, you know, that word.
Oh, from a distance.
Yeah, from a distance. Yeah, I'm like that. I'm lucky. I talk to him almost every day.
Yeah.
We share the same sentiments, and I tell you now, he's going to be a big deal. for the hip hop industry, it needed someone like him. And he has something really special to offer and a different flair about himself. But it's ain't about him, so wrap up.
No, I was just how we connected, because even going back to that story with you and Mario, it was a Sunday show, about house. Mario was like, "Yo, we need something different though, so let's put through this hip hop stuff." And it worked out. And I thought it wouldn't be two house heads who would give me a break on radio for hip hop.
For hip hop, right?
And then it worked. And then even then, from those house heads, I got even more hip hop acts.
Yeah, true.
So it was the weirdest thing. I was like, okay, let's just ride with this. It's working.
No, that's dope. Those were really good days. And
those are hectic.
I feel like that's where I'm gonna go. You know.
Back in those days, you still had like 19K followers. Man, so Konitika Blue.
You know what? Like it's just so nice. It's so nice. You can't fault me when I speak about music because I just glow. I smile. Like when I speak of music, you can tell I'm home. So I'm enjoying radio right now. I'm having such a great time. I still want to do a little bit of prime time, but I know there'll come a point where I'm like, yo, really, sit down, sit with me. Let me talk to you now. I'm tired of this prime time thing. I'm tired of being here every day. Let me curate a show of my own that'll teach people more about music, about the type of music that I do, about the style of music that I do. Or maybe have a variety. We need a bit of selection at Kakasi right now, you know?
So
and
what
it's
time?
not happening.
What time? If you had a slot.
Sundays,
what time?
Sundays are glorious times, you know? The same time that we used to do actually, no Mario. Because I like my sunsets. I love my sunsets. That's the thing, you know? It's so nice to feed people music because I know the mornings would be of like slow jam, calling some smooth talk, but we're here to learn. I just need people to lend me their ear, that's all. And whatever it is that I'm going to offer them is something nami ezobe you know. And you know we used to dish out the best of tracks, you know.
The best.
So I feel like fast forward 3 years from now, someone would expect me to say, oh, I want the breakfast show. I don't want the breakfast show. 3 years from now. I could do it next year. I could do it the year after next year and the following year. But 3 years from now, I'm going to be busy touring the world. I'm not going to have time to be on radio every day, you know? And that's just how I look at it. But I'm going to want that appointment with Abantu to speak to them and have them feed off the type of energy that I'm flowing with right now at the time. I don't want to lose that connection. Hence, I will always be a lover of radio.
It makes sense then, because when I'm looking at it, Solistic and what is Black Coffee is doing right now, even with Apple Music.
Yes.
Those shows he has.
I want to show it Apple.
Yeah, because right now, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, that's the perfect, like little, you know how people have like growth plans?
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm seeing right now. You could have that situation happening for you. You're busy touring, you also have your Apple Beats radio running in the back.
Yeah, 2022 December, I won't be here.
Already 2022 December.
I won't live here. I won't live here. By the end of this year, I would have started living between here and maybe Dubai, because I see a very, very, very huge room for growth. You know, the market there is very different, but at the same time, that's where all worlds meet. You know, we're in transit when we're in Dubai. So someone from England, someone from Spain, someone from from America would be there just to have fun. But that's where Afrotech also lives. People expect just Ibiza to be the hub. Yeah, Ibiza definitely, Amsterdam definitely. You know, Tokyo is also growing with techno, Afrotech. But I feel like Dubai is also one to look for. Look forward to. So
when you put it that way, that's where people actually. Everyone
is there to represent themselves in different ways, you know. But I'm definitely the one who has something better to offer.
I think so too, because like. Sindo has done a lot, but she will always have the shadow of that cosign, and that's my thing. And that was the few things that bothered me so much about
she's such a dope
being
person.
A female. Yeah, she is. Being a female DJ, especially from Late Segway, you always had to have some.
We don't need no cosigns
before people recognized you.
Yeah, we don't need.
People were already that good before.
Don't try and give females or ladies a cosign because you think we need it. You know. That and the whole thing of Wuti, I'm a DJ Zavesfazane or I'm a vocalist. Look, I am a producer, I am a pianist. Now, just recently, I'm a bassist. I play with native instruments. I play with Akai's, Samson Conspiracies. I use very,
sounds fancy.
UFO type of instruments. I have the Genki wave ring, which I can use. there are so many things that I do that just make me a musician holistically, and I'm a vocalist as well. So I feel like we cannot be boxed. And I know Deb and Gogo has something different to offer as well, something special. So she won't want to be, versed with me because she's got something of her own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she's got a genre that she's definitely representing. And I feel like Lami is as well. So I feel like we all share the same sentiments. You can't want to pair us amongst or with ourselves, with each other, because we already know what battles we are fighting as women generally in the industry. The one thing we need to do is equate the whole thing now. We need to be put in lineups every day, all the time. I can have an excuse here, but I'm a female DJs at work. Are you looking though?
Yeah.
Are you taking the time to research and find out ukuthi iyiphi nayiphi engaba kwi lineup yakho, ibe resident, ibe low, so much that even when you walk onto the decks, mangabe bengakwazi, they're like, who this? Like, who is this?
Now, Bell, when about was, but it's always like the challenge of someone else.
Yeah.
Because you need to appreciate you, and you've done it.
Yeah.
Someone behind you is still coming, and they still need to navigate that themselves. Yeah. They still need to figure out.
They must talk to me.
What can I do? Yeah, well,
tell them the truth.
Without the cosigns, they just want to get there through their own talent, and that alone, as a female, is already hard enough.
Yeah.
People don't think you have the talent. They think in their own things. They're gonna try co-sign you. So fuck as like back up to one man, like all that stuff. And
I'm not just being arrogant. I'm not being arrogant. I'm not. I put in the work, guys. And I still have a lot of work to put in. This thing is a process. It's such a process that when you think you've got it, when you think you're it, you are introduced to someone who is it. And then you're like, damn, I haven't worked not one bit. Yeah, well, I still need to work. You are introduced to my instruments, out 5, out 6, out 10. When I met Peggy Goo, I thought I was mad talented.
Who?
Peggy Goo.
Peggy Goo.
Yeah, she's Korean.
Korean.
Dope. She's at Nina Kravitz's level. She rubs shoulders with Virgil Abloh. She's the female black coffee to the universe. You know what I mean? When you look at people like that, and it's so good that I've actually exchanged conversation with people like Peggy Goo. She's from Seoul. Yeah. So I think that when you actually open your mind to knowing and researching about other people, you get to understand how much work, how much more you still need to do, apart from what you already know you can do. So the whole cosign thing, please don't consign me, please don't compare me, please. Yeah, they must just not.
But are you ready for the Dubai challenge? Because like Dubai for me is it's a confusing country.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful country.
Yeah.
But it's also confusing. Like imagine you in the club.
Yeah.
Are you expecting to see females in hijabs partying to your music?
But it's not like that.
Or are you expecting? Yeah, that's.
But it's not like that.
It's not like that.
That's what people expect. The beach club that I played in and the restaurant that I played in was Kiza, a night lounge. Kiza's more of an African type of vibe, so you have to kind of adjust with the house or something they're familiar with, but also more of what you like. And then Zero Gravity is a beach club. I met people from Cape Town. I met people from Durban. I met people from New York. Like, people are just there to party. That's why I'm saying people who live in Dubai are there to work, but people who come to Dubai are there to experience it.
Yeah.
So you give them that Afrotech part. You're there to fulfill that part of the experience. So I think it's very interesting how we all think, because of the reservations that exist and the policies and the rules, in Dubai, that all worlds are like that. There are underground worlds, there are places, there are clubs, there are places like 5 Palm, the Penthouse. I've been to one of the Penthouse parties, and I missed one in December because I was meant to go, but COVID happened. But there was a Penthouse party that I went to while I was in Dubai. All the soccer stars go there. It's at 5 Palm Jumeirah.
I don't know what that is. You're pointing at me like I know. I don't know what that is.
I'm telling you, so what you get to experience versus what you think you will experience is always different. And it's just always like a learning curve for me. Because even in New York, there were people singing word for word the songs that I would play here. Afrotech songs, local Afrotech songs, songs by Black Coffee, songs by people who actually make Afrotech and Afrobeat. So it's really cool to, to learn these things every time you play. So, yeah.
Well, then we have no fears, essentially. We're just looking forward to see what's happening.
Yeah, essentially.
No fear. None whatsoever. The journey that's coming is...
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Like one upon beat.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a one upon beat. I don't mind living from my backpack, packing, going city to city, as long as I've budgeted enough to eat my fries every day, have gym, have a nice shake, go to gym, have a membership every now and again, or jog wherever I live. I don't mind starting from the ground and working like a new artist wherever I go. Because I'm there to learn. I'm not there to be the greatest, And some people think you just go overseas, and when you're going overseas, hey bo, you're like Tomorrowland.
Yeah.
Can't be a passion and just spank. I get serious because for you that's your starting point, lap. Yeah. But I've been fortunate enough to have people that put me on Kuma clubs that are really dope, like Black Flamingo, which is the hub of Afrotech, underground Afrotech. It's actually underground now in New York. Like, there are places I've gone to that I just felt like, damn, like this is what house feels like outside of home, I want to live like this. This is what I want to do, Obviously, finances won't allow me to do this right now, but this is what I'm working towards. I need to be able to do this. I'll do these gigs for free for a year if I have to. Until I get to a point. I will save up to live there for a year, do these gigs for free, even but I need to feel like this every time I play. So I don't mind living from country to country until I find my place.
Living a backpacker's dream of music and love.
Yeah.
I see you.
Yeah.
Right. It's been good seeing you again, though.
Yeah, it's nice.
Don't be a stranger.
I'm not gonna be a stranger, Yeah, no, but I'm just in studio, I'm in studio. I'm trying to, do my project.
Before
I'm not
we wrap
trying
this up, like what should we expect?
There's one thing I've realized, especially this year. It's that when you're a black person making music, you have the biggest privilege in the world. You have an opportunity to tell a story. And I chose to tell an African story through my EP. And it'll make sense when it's out. And with that comes a great responsibility to tell it right, or how you best know how to tell it, because I've lived my own life. So I think it will be good because it finally feels nice to have found my sound, one, and be at a place where I can appreciate any other genre, without feeling any envy, because I'm happy where I am. I don't want to make what someone else is making, I don't want to try, I can make that, I'm not jealous anymore when I hear a track, I wish that was mine. I used to be like that. I really used to be like that. And I laugh when I reflect at the type of person I used to be. But now I'm just working on my album. I'm not working to finish my EP. I'm not working trying to complete it and finish it. And, I'm just making the music when it comes. Sometimes I drive off because, there are really hardly any gigs. So I'll drive off to the Midlands and I'll open my laptop and I'll start something when I'm alone. And I'll tell you something, when you hear the first song on the EP, which is called Sebenza, I did it with Docs. He's a vocalist, undiscovered yet, but dope. And I had to sing with him on the song. It's Sebenza Luzilam. It's exactly the point I am in my life right now. I cannot be fighting battles that aren't for me, I'm going to let all the funky spirits, all the old souls that rest on my shoulders work on my behalf, because half the things I go through, they've gone through, if not all. So the album is just me being stripped bare and exactly how I feel, how I am, and what state of mind I'm in right now. Plans are posing.
Alright, on that note, it's been Chillin Late.
Thank you, Thabo.